Shalom, this is G-Mas Sidons coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's spreading this word as sincerity and in truth all over the four corners of the earth. God, I was just watching this beautiful lesson from the elders, wherein they went into how the temple got defiled. It had to be broken down and rebuilt, and how that in a spiritual sense we are doing the same right now. Okay, everything is being reestablished. The house of David is being rebuilded, and we are that temple. Okay, so one of the elders said something which sparked my mind to make this lesson, which was that the stones had to be taken out of the temple. During the time of Judas Maccabees, the stones had to be, basically the whole temple had to be rebuilt because it got defiled. Now that got me thinking, the reason that this whole earth has to be cleansed is because these heathens defiled it, man. Okay, so not only the temple, the house of the Most High has to be rebuilt, which is in us, we as lively stones, but the whole inhabitable earth has to be cleansed, man. Okay, because it got defiled. Okay, so when this destruction has to come, okay, this mass cleansing has to come, because a lot of places upon the planet Earth got defiled, man. Okay. Before I go on, let me think. What was the name of these islands again? I think Falcon Islands. Real quick. Falcon Islands. Okay, now one day I was checking out some spots in the world, with Google Maps. I was just bored at the job, and I was just checking out some spots. And then I zoomed out, all the way southwards of South America. And then I saw a group of islands which I was not familiar with. And I saw it was called Falcon Islands. Falcon Islands. So I was like, hey, this has to be beautiful over there, man. It has to be beautiful. Okay, and then I checked out some pictures, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit, man? I was like, Esau, his goddamn boss, has had a hand in this, man, because this is straight up UK style of housing, man. UK style of housing, United Kingdom. Okay, and then you see these structures, which is all Esau, man. And I'm like, what? Why the hell does Esau have his hand in everywhere? Because, according to the scriptures, we understand that his blessing shall be the fatness of the earth. Now, the fatness of the earth represents a lot of these beautiful places, but guess what? When Esau puts his filthy balls on it, okay, it becomes defiled, man. It becomes defiled. He has all these strange, how can I say it? He has all these strange activities, okay? Going into bestiality, going into all kinds of funky stuff that he be doing, which defiles the place, man. Okay? Which defiles the place. So, just like the elders was going into this lesson, that in order for everything to be established again, the temple that was defiled has to be rebuilt, man. Now, the same thing goes on a larger scale with the whole earth, man. The whole earth and the state wherein it is defiled, man. It needs to be rebuilt. Now, that's why oftentimes, it's being mentioned that when this kingdom is going down, there's going to be a lot of work to do, man. Okay? Now, yes, we will have slaves. We will have servants. But guess what? To arrange these things, to set up all these things, is going to be the duty of the elect, man, of the nation of Israel. It's going to be the duty of the nation of Israel, the elect, to fix everything back into its normal state. Okay, now if you think about it, basically the job that we had before the foundation of the world is coming back, man. Okay? Because what did the angels do? The angels, together with the Lord Yahushua, build up this whole earth, man. Created this whole earth. Actually, the whole universe. You know, the sun, the moon, the stars. Okay, these planets. So that duty, that job, that occupation is coming back when we, okay, turn into these extraterrestrial beings, man. Okay? Back into that angelic state, but in a terrestrial form, man. In an earthly form. Okay? Incorruptible, not able to get sick, not able to get, you know, tired. None of these things, man. So that duty is coming back. Because why? The earth is being defiled, man. And you can see it, man. Look where I went. Slakia, look where I went on the map. You should think like, oh, this has to be a place where Esau didn't get his hands on, man. Of course he had his hands on it, man. Look where we are at. Holland. So I'm thinking like, oh, it must be impossible that Esau had his hands on this. Of course he had his hands on it, man. He raped, robbed, and murdered the whole earth. Okay, defiled it. That's why it has to be cleansed. These structures on the Falcon Islands, even those have to be broken down, man. So here it is. We have to deal with South America, Middle America, North America, Canada. Okay, the U.S. will be a lake of fire, so we don't have to do nothing over there. But a lot of these places, okay, the structures of these days have to be broken down, man. That's why it's a beautiful saying of Apocalypto. Let me put it on deck. Okay, it was a beautiful saying of Apocalypto, which you see in the background here. He said, from the ashes of this world, we will make a better one, man. And that's basically what this lesson is all about. From the ashes of this world, we are going to create a better one, man. We are going to have to build. Okay, we're going to use these heathens, you know, under continual employment, but they will build everything, man. Okay? Now, the most glorious and beautiful things, of course, with that spiritual power, I believe it will be set up by us, because these heathens don't have that skill. They didn't even have the skill to build houses like how we did in slavery, man. Okay? Even here in Holland, you see a lot of structures, a lot of buildings with green rooftops. Those go back to the time of slavery, man. With golden statues often on top of it. Okay, a lot of these structures everywhere across the world, man. Germany, Holland, England, America, of course. A lot of these structures we build, man. Okay, now we are not going to use the foundation of the earth of Esau to build our kingdom upon, man. No, we ain't gonna do that. We gonna take out all these stones, all the concrete, the highways, you know, all these streets, these stones, all that shit has to come out, man. All these flat apartment buildings, whatever, these skyscrapers have to be torn down. Everything has to be cleansed. Because why? It is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 24 verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay, and that started with the Negros, Latinos, and Indianos. That started with us, man. Okay, we changed the ordinances. We defiled the Holy Land, broken the covenant, because the covenant was never under these heathens, man. But guess what? They subverted the whole style of living in the planet Earth, man. That's why when Esau came into rulership, in the book of Maccabees, it says evils multiplied upon the earth, man. Let me grab that real quick. First Maccabees chapter 1. Okay, let me start at 7. First Maccabees 1 and 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied upon the earth. Okay? Evils were multiplied upon the earth. So even you had damn, what was their name again? I always forget their name. And the Japhites that used to live in Europe, in Rome. Yeah, the name of it slipped my mind. But guess what? When Esau came up in Rome, you know, into that area, they took their customs also, man. Okay? Basically buried all the remains and all the culture of these people under the earth, and acts like if he is those people. Okay? What did he do with us? If you look at France, Paris, you have something called the catacombs. The catacombs are caves full with bones of slaves, man. Full with bones of slaves. Now, there's a thing that Esau believed, which was if they build upon the bones of the children of Israel, that their cities will be prosperous, man. Now look at how America has been built, man. Okay, by the servants, by the slaves, man. By the slaves, the Negros, Latinos, and Indianos, America has been built upon the bones and upon the bodies of the chosen people of the Most High, man. That's why I wanted to say the servants of prophets, which are the chosen people. Okay, but by the chosen people of the Most High, man. On top of the chosen people of the Most High, for it to be prosperous, man. Another thing was that during slavery, when the slave master was sick, he would put his feet upon a slave boy, and they believed that the sickness would enter into the slave boy, man. That shows you that these people, they knew, man. They knew we were special people. We are special people, and we used to have powers, man. Healing powers. Even during slavery, we cured each other with medicines of the earth, man. The medicines, the herbs that we found in those days in the slave areas. Okay, we would cure each other, man. Okay, the treatment, you can always see it in these slavery movies. The treatment that we had for the whiplashes that we got. Okay, we would all fix those things, man. So Esau built his kingdom upon our blood, man. Now blood defileth the land, like the scripture says. This is Numbers chapter 35 verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So a lot of these lands where we have dwelt, where we have sojourned, wherever these heathen nations had their hands upon us and shed the blood of the saints, okay, that blood, that land can only be cleansed by the shedding of the blood of those people that oppressed us, man. Okay, that's why the scriptures, man, this Christianity lays their hands upon a book that they completely don't understand, man. Okay, throughout the scriptures, it's written about lamentation and woe. Where's the scripture again? Damn. There's a brother that always pulls it. I know it's in Ezekiel. There is written therein. Also driving, Slakia. Lamentation. Bear with me for a moment. Ezekiel 2. I knew it was Ezekiel 2. Ezekiel 2 and 10. Let me start at 9. Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 9. And when I looked, behold, a hand was sent unto me. And lo, a roll of a book. was therein, which is the scriptures, the Bible. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentation and mourning and woe. Okay, because that's throughout the whole scriptures, man. Lamentation, mourning, and woe. The destruction of this kingdom. Okay, the setting up of the new kingdom. Okay, how nations invaded our land and slaughtered us. Okay, how we went off in the sight of the Most High. How the Most High punished us for our doings. Okay, lamentations and woe. Now these Christians lay their filthy hands on them, you know, and break scriptures down the wrong way and think they can just get away with it too. Okay, but in that same New Testament that they walk around with and that they roll around with, what does it say in the book of Galatians, man? Galatians 1. Slacky. This dude in front of me is fucking irritating me, man. What the fuck you doing, man? Some people just can't drive, man, I'm telling you. So that same New Testament that they walk around with and basically disannul the Old Testament has this written in it. This is Galatians 1, verse, let me start at verse 7. Which is not another, but there be some that trouble you, which would pervert the gospel of Yahushua. Park my car real quick. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. You see that? So if you subvert this gospel, let him be accursed, man. Now let me look up this word subvert real quick. Subvert meaning to overturn, overthrow the foundation, ruin, to pervert or corrupt by an undermining of morals, allegiance or faith. You see? So they corrupted the whole doctrine, man. They corrupted the whole doctrine just for their own morals. Okay? Which their morals are contrary to the scriptures, man. So let me go back to the point, man, because I see I'm drifting off a little bit. So back to the point, these elders over here in this video made a beautiful lesson on how the temple has to be rebuilt. The same thing goes for the earth, man. Because like I said, the earth, like I just read, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. America has to be destroyed. Israel has to be burnt up because it needs to be rebuilt, man. A lot of these places contain all the filthiness of Esau in them, because he had his hand in the whole earth. That's why the earth is in the state that it is today. Okay, the whole earth mourneth. Psalms 82 and 5, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course, because Esau defiled it, man. Not only Esau, all these heathen nations. That's why if you look at the land of Israel nowadays, that's not how it used to look, man. That's not how it used to look. Like we bring out many times, man, clusters of grapes had to be carried on a stick by 2 men. That's how fruitful the land was. But the Most High said that he was going to turn it into a desolation, man. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 20. As for the beauty of his ornament, he set it in majesty. But they made the images of their abominations and the detestable things therein. Therefore have I set it far from them. Yeah, the land of Israel is set far from us, because we was worshiping idols, entities, all kinds of crazy things. Verse 21, and I will give it into the hands of the strangers for a prey, and to the wicked of the earth for a spoil, and they shall pollute it. My face will I turn also from them, and they shall pollute my secret place, for the robber shall enter into it and defile it. Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence, Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses. I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled. You see, destruction cometh, they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Now this was after the worshipping of all these idols and creatures. The Most High was sick and tired of it, and removed us out of the land. First Israel, which is the northern tribes, and then Judah, which is the southern tribes. Okay, he removed us out of the land because we was not worthy of inhabiting the land no more, man, because of our wickedness. Okay, now what did the heathens do? They invaded, they defiled it, and turned it into a freaking desert, man. But guess what? This earth is going back to the state of the Garden of Eden, when the rightful rulers are back in authority, man, which is the children of Israel. Okay, this is Romans 8 and 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Okay, so the creature is waiting for the earnest manifestation of the sons of the Most High, which is the children of Israel. Okay, until they are set in rulership, everything is gonna turn back to normal. The earth is gonna be in its full power again. Okay, because it will be renewed. Okay, kainos, renewed. It will be renewed. The earth is not gonna be destroyed, because that is not possible. Okay, like the scripture says, what? The earth abideth forever. In the book of Ecclesiastes, yeah. Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation passed away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So even though the scriptures speak about the destruction of this place, the destruction of the earth, it represents the cleansing of the state wherein the earth is right now. All these buildings, all these structures that you see, it will be destroyed, man. Let me see. All of this bullshit. Let's see if I can turn it around. All these structures, all these buildings, all of that nonsense will be destroyed, man. Okay. Esau has built structures where because of those structures, the sun cannot even reach certain places, man. Okay, for example, between these two buildings, the sun probably won't even reach in between those two places, man. If you look at American cities, same thing, man. The sun won't even reach certain of these places, man. You see? So I just wanted to add on to that, the elders going into the temple, got me thinking about the whole earth, how the whole earth needs to be cleansed, how the whole earth, needs to be rebuilt, because we are not going to use Esau, his society, Esau, his structures and ways and system to build our kingdom, man. Now you have certain cats, you have certain guys that call themselves prophets that do want to do that. Okay, this is Ezekiel chapter 11 verse 2. Then said he unto me, Son of man, these are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in this city, which say, it is not near, let us build houses. This city is the cauldron, and we be the flesh. Now a cauldron is a pot, okay, in which you can make food, a stew or soup, whatever. So they say, hey, we really have to enjoy this place, man. We really have to, we really have to make it special, which the meat in the soup makes it better. Okay, so they have a mindset like, hey, we got to do what we got to do in this place, man. Okay, let us build houses. It is not near, let us build, which Nate Satan or Nathaniel 7 of the IYC said what? Let's build libraries, schools, okay, things like that in this kingdom. Well, why the hell would you do that, man? This kingdom is about to go down. When are you gonna build your house? When you know the storm is coming? When you know the storm is coming, you're gonna build your house before or after the storm has passed. Okay, because a storm is about to come upon this land, man, which is the winds of destruction. Okay, like the scriptures speak about. Jeremiah 51. Thus said Yahweh. Jeremiah 51:1. Thus said Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind. Okay? So that storm is coming, man. That destroying wind is coming, which is the thermonuclear fire. This place has to be cleansed. This place has to be, wiped down to the foundation thereof. And the scriptures speak about that too. Foundation, I forgot where it's at or how it goes. Basically, it has to be broken down until the foundation thereof, man. All these stones have to be broken down, man. All these structures. Continual employment. Okay. Before I close it out, let me pull this scripture real quick. Ezekiel 39:14. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land, to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. And the end of 7 months shall they search. So this is going to be after the destruction, when these kings and noblemen of this planet Earth have received chains around their necks. That is when they're going to work, man. They're going to have to work. So like I said in the beginning, when the destruction is past, there's going to be a lot of work, man. Which, of course, Esau, these heathens, is going to be used for it. But us, as man of the Lord, elect, we're going to have to arrange a lot of things in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Just like the former days when we was the angels, the elect angels, okay, that created the earth together with the Lord Yahushai. That job is coming back, man. Okay, because we're going to have the knowledge of the molecular structures, everything, how it is created. We're going to have that 100% knowledge, man. Okay. We're going to eat of the fruit of the tree of life. Okay, which is that 100% knowledge. 100% brain capacity. Everything, how everything is being set up, we're going to know, man. Just looking at a tree. Okay? Just looking at a tree, we're going to know, like, okay, what is the composition of it? How is it set up? Why does ice melt? And why does candle wax get solid? Stuff like that. Like, why is it set up like this? Why is ice cold and fire hot? All these things, like, it might sound super simple, but you don't know what the whole architecture behind those elements is. But in those days we will know. Okay, we will know, because we're gonna return back to those former states, and even above that, we even gonna elevate that. Okay, this earth has to be cleansed, because the whole earth is defiled. All these structures, like I said multiple times, have to be broken down, because it's defiled, man. This earth is not gonna be built, or the kingdom is not gonna be built on top of Esau, his kingdom. No, man. It's gonna be brand new. That's what we going towards, man. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakakadash. Shalom to the elect.